Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Genesis, but you can call me Jean, Jeannie, Genesis. And today I will be talking about Rules for Being a Girl by these authors that I don't remember their name, but one of those authors are one of the ones who write Sex in the City, so you can be sure that's a good book. And in this book we can see or read or whatever the story of Marian, who is in her senior year, a part when you are finished it, and she have a crush on her ELA teacher, her AP ELA teacher. So what happened is, during this book and around the story and through the story, we can see how Marian go into the path for being a feminist after she was she was victim of sexual harassment by this teacher that was her crush. And yeah, this book is amazing. Not amazing, but this book is really good. I give it this book 4.45 stars for many reasons, but there is things that there are not really convenience for me. But I wanna tell you that this book teaches us like too many things. For example, people think that feminist is like, oh, she's a girl, she's into women, she hates men and everything, when a feminist is a person that wants equality for all the people. For example, Megan entered in this world of feminism when she started to understand all these rules that society put for women to follow, to be socialmente aceptables. I will put it right there. And she started to see all these things, all these rules that are for being a girl, and she started to be angry. She was part of the school newspaper, and she write a whole article about this, and she was really criticada by her teacher, that the same teacher that harassed her. And I want to tell you, this book to teach us that sexual harassment is not only when somebody try to rape you or do things like that. Even a kiss can be sexual harassment if you are uncomfortable with it and if was without consent, and you had to know that. I want to talk about the characters. Megan, she's our protagonist, and she have this best friend, and I want to tell you, Megan is the smart girl, like the perfect girl stereotype, and it's a little bit annoying because the authors try to don't make her perfect, but in that place when they try to make her imperfect, they made it annoying. She's the type of person that when you start reading the book, you say like, oh, she's the kind of girl that wanna be perfect and everything, but in reality, when you start like go on the book, you start look that she's the type of person that when she's overwhelming, she start to talk and do things without even think about it or explain to people, and that's really annoying. And she wanted people to understand her, but she didn't take the time to explain to these people what she mean with the actions she take. And her best friend, that's like in Marian's place, I wouldn't have a bestie like that. She's like too superficial and everything. She was smart too, not like Marian, but when she knew that this teacher harassed Marian. She was like she didn't care, not care. I mean, she didn't want to understand that, or she didn't want to like accept this. She was like, no, you may be wrong and everything. And I think that's not what the bestie do. Apart of that, I want to talk about really good characters that the authors create in this book. There are Marian's mom and Marian's grandma. Marian's mom is like the personification of my mom. She's a mama bear. She was like super protective. She wanted her daughter to go on in life and do it really good, but she was really protective in the matter of if someone do something to her daughter, she could attack, and she would be nice with you, and that's really like my mom is, and I can feel that this connection with that mom because she was like really cool and everything. And then we have a Maria's grandma that is like, wow, she was a savage. She was like this type of woman that went to protest when she was young. She was arrested. She was like, the sad thing is this woman had Alzheimer, and when Marian go to visit her, she started like going like getting sicker and everything, and this is sad. But with all these things, her grandma opened herself and started to talk about feminist equality and protest and everything, and that's really nice of that character. Some things that I like apart of these characters are the romance, because the book has a little bit of romance inside, and I have to tell you all, I love the character of Gray. That's my new crush. I wanna like go into the book and grab him back to this world, cause he's the man. Apart of that, I want to talk about how they introduce the merits of that. In some school, all the authors that they read in English class are white, old, and the majority of them are dead. So when you go to a school, you normally don't read like women's or black authors and people like that. And that's something that they recall in this book. And we have the first, like, the journey to go into the feminist in this book. How a person that don't know nothing about feminists, or have the wrong idea about feminists start. So yeah, winter in this we have this character that go into all this new war about feminists, and she had the wrong idea of everything, and then she realized what feminism is about. It's really nice about this. And some things that I dislike, that I don't really like too much, is how this teacher proceed to do things after he harassed Mira's character, and that's not what a real adult do. If you're an adult, you have to take responsibility of your actions, and you have to be like, you can be so immaduro. Some other things that I dislike about this is what I talked about early. That is how Marians have this character that start to do things and hope to people understand her when she didn't explain the things. Another thing that I didn't like is the action of the best friend. This girl, she was like, no, that's not what a bestie do. And I don't know. I feel like the majority of the young the young characters have all these troubles that are normal because they're teenager and pre-teenagers, but at the same time it's like you have to do better in your life. You have to get your together, you know. And yeah, so this book I put it 4 star, 4.5 only for Grace character, because yo, that's the man. And this book, if I could, if I could like, you know, describe this book with a word or 2 words, or I don't know, it will be, I don't know. I will let the word there, because I don't really know what word would describe this book. But yes, and this is all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want, you can subscribe to this channel, leave your comment down there. If you like the video, you can like it, and you can follow me in my social media. That is only one, so you can have any problem with that. So I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good night, and everything, and I hope you see you in the next video. Bye.